Hi, my name is Jennifer Moses, and I am here to show you Sciwheel. And Sciwheel is a reference manager like EndNote and RefWorks. It has some additional features that make it one of my favorite tools for keeping track of articles and publications that are important to me. So let's get started. So I'm going to cover in this video what Sciwheel is, and I'm going to teach you how to get started with an account of your own. I'm going to go over the interface you will see online, as well as how to add references. And I will also cover some other useful features that I find invaluable. So what is Sciwheel? So Sciwheel is a research, writing, and collaboration tool that provides customizable, intuitive, and accessible features. Sciwheel is cloud-based and accessible from anywhere in the world. It's fast and easy to get set up. And since it's cloud-based, you always have the latest version. With over 7,000 citation styles in Sciwheel, it's easy to format citations for your article or publication. The good news is Sciwheel is completely free for UF students. So to get started, visit sciwheel.com to set up your account. Click the Create Free Account Now button, fill out the form, and for this step, I recommend using your personal email, not your UFL, so that you have access after you have graduated. And once you have created your account, you'll be guided through installing the Sciwheel browser extension and through importing references and PDFs. The Sciwheel interface contains these menu items. You'll see a dashboard, and once you've imported references, whenever you start a new session, you'll land on this dashboard page. You have references, which is your list of all your saved articles, feeds, which is a place where you can see new articles based on topics that you choose or specific journals that you want to keep an eye on. You have the Get Started tab that contains useful tutorials on how to use Sciwheel and its features. There's a Tools menu item that contains the available extensions and add-ons that are available. And then Help provides useful FAQs for users. So once you have imported your references or PDFs, you'll be landing on this dashboard page. And this page provides a basic overview of all activity on Sciwheel, including your notes, references, and suggestions from you and your collaborators. It provides an overview of your projects and what's contained in them. From this page, you can also view article suggestions and find top tips and how-to guides. When you click on the References tab, you'll see several options that come up, and it can be a bit overwhelming at first, but I'm going to go through each one of them. At tab number 1, this is a location where you can move, copy, delete, export references, create bibliographies, etc. On number 2, that's the Tools button. You also see a Help and a Login button there as well. Number 3, this is all of your references, your reading list, and your private projects. So every reference that you have will be in that location. Number 4 is where your shared projects are. So if you have other team members or collaborators, those projects are going to be located under that tab. Number 5, when you click on the reference, it'll show the details of the reference. So it'll give you everything you would need for your citation there. And then number 6 at the bottom is just a customer service live chat. If you have questions that you need answered right away, you can type them in that box and they'll answer them for you. Good news is that Sciwheel is fully compatible with all major browsers available for Windows and OS X. And you can install the browser extension for Chrome, Firefox, Opera, and Edge Chromium. But note that it isn't compatible with browsers for mobile devices. Word and Google Docs plugins so that you can cite while you write, which is really handy especially if you've got documents that you're working on. You can also download the Sciwheel app from the App Store and Google Play. This app helps you easily save references on the go. You can add notes to web pages or PDFs and work seamlessly across any computer, phone, or tablet. Other useful features that I like are the ability to highlight important information within the articles and web pages and add notes on the article where needed. Sciwheel also stores the PDF version, so there's no need to always go to the journal website. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to sciwheel.com, and this is going to take me to their main page. Now, originally when I told you could create free account now, you would go there, but I already have a Sciwheel account, so I'm going to click Sign In. Again, I used my personal email, and that's allowing me to take it with me if I ever leave the university. And you'll see I come to this main page where it's the references. The dashboard is the one that I showed you, and again, that showed you where you could see an overview of your projects, also show you some articles, suggested articles, and some how-to guides.
So you see the projects here, and you can see that my entering research projects, I have 6 references in there, but it's also given me 89 suggestions that I may want to look at, that it's taken off of the 6 references that I've already picked in there. I also have 3 notes that I took while I was in there, and so I can just see an overview. So I can go into those references here. Again, I talked about this little check mark here if I needed to create a bibliography. So say I wanted to create a bibliography off of that entering research project over here, I could click the entering research project, check that, and then I could export. So I could export those references here. I could also tag them with a certain tag if I wanted to organize them in a specific way. I could delete them if I found that they were no longer useful. But then I could also check and see if there are any duplicates in there. So if I accidentally save the same articles several times, it'll fix that for me, which is really nice suggestion.
So let's export a bibliography so you can see how that happens. So I've selected my Cure project here. As you notice, everything is all filled out. There's no missing information, no red exclamations on any of these references. So I'm ready to go. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to select all of them. These are all papers that I'm going to use, all articles that I'm going to use in my bibliography. So I've selected all of them. If I didn't need one of them, or if I didn't end up using it, or say I just didn't use my Sciwheel write feature, and I just needed the bibliography, I just check them all and I export it, or I can uncheck the one that I didn't use and export it that way. So then I'm going to export, and I'm going to generate bibliography, and then I'm going to select the style. And so for JUR, we use APA 7th. So I'm going to just type in APA 7th, which is right here. I'm going to select that one. It's going to show me what that's going to look like. I'm going to just kind of take a look at it and make sure it's in the order that I need. It looks good to me, so I'm going to hit generate. And at that point, it should generate a document for me. So then I can open this, and it's actually given me my bibliography. So I can highlight this text and paste it in the Word document if I need. It's just an easy way to get your bibliography exported. So now I'm going to show you how you can find an article and import it into your Sciwheel from the Google Chrome extension. So I use Google Chrome because that's just what I'm comfortable with. You can use whatever you're comfortable with. It should still work the same. So I'm just going to try to search for an article I might need for a paper that I'm going to write. And that's just say undergraduate research and higher education. Let's see what I can find. So let's take a look at this. Let's see. Let's actually find the latest article. How do undergraduates perceive the use of us? Let's just pick this one just so I can give you guys an example. So now I've got this article here. It's showing me the abstract, any funding. So say I want to add this to my Sciwheel. I can go up to my Sciwheel extension. I can click that. It saves the article. I can pick which project I want to save it under. So let's just say I'm going to put it under that project, and then I just click add. At that point, if I didn't have a project, I could create a new project. And now this paper is in my library, so I can go and view it in my library. And you can see it here. So I also have the choice, I can upload the PDF to it. If the PDF was available on that site, it would typically automatically upload it. So you can take a look there. But now this is located in my Sciwheel, so it's as simple as that. And it's got all of the information that it needs to create the citation. I've got no red exclamations, nothing. So it's quite handy to be able to use this extension. So there are a lot of features to Sciwheel, and what I've showed you is just a few to just scratch the surface. But I definitely recommend taking advantage of the Getting Started tutorials and the help page and learning what all it can do for you in your research project. But good luck on your research.